it is very interesting how in the literature of India, how it treats periods of crisis or depression or difficulty. So in the contemporary Western world, like a dark night of the soul or a period of crisis, there's often a stigma attached to it. And, no one wants to be labeled as the person who's had a crisis at work, who's had a meltdown at work. So when we ourselves go through periods of kind of existential crisis or depression, we tend to conceal it or to resist it or to hide it away. But we see in the various texts of India, of course the Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna has a very public existential crisis, something he can't hide from anyone. It's right in the middle of the battlefield, in between all the, in public view of all the kings and warriors of the earth. And traditionally, the first chapter of the Gita is it has a couple different names. One of them is observing the armies, but another name that traditionally is given to the first chapter of the Gita is Vishad Yoga. The yoga of Vishad literally means despair. So we see some of the greatest works come out of despair. The Bhagavad Gita because of Arjuna's despair, Srimad Bhagavatam because of Vyasadeva's despair when he was at the height of his literary career, so to speak. Other texts as well, the Ramayana, from the grief of its author, Valmiki. In the Chandogya Upanishad, there's the Narada Rishi and the Kumaras, and they're also a portion of the very very important part of the Chandogya Upanishad comes as a result of depression. So it is quite interesting.